Hey guys, welcome to another Jnews, the internet program where I introduce a little bit of Japanese news and then give you a bit of a language lesson. Usually quite useful. Sometimes some of the words are not so useful, but often pretty fun. Anyway, today's lesson, or today's video, today's news topic is about a crazy guy. And this actually happened last week, but as you can tell, the last few days I've put out quite a few Jnews. It's hard to keep up. This one's a little bit delayed. I should have put it out the first day to get the views, but this channel is not really all about that, as the views will attest. Anyway, and I should have put it out because the actual videos have been erased. So let me explain. Now I live in Nagoya, which is in Aichi Prefecture. Below me, if you're looking at the map to the left, to my west, southwest, there's another prefecture called Mie Prefecture, and I guess about an hour and a half from here, if I were to drive. There's a city called Iga City, and in Iga City there's a YouTuber. Now I forgot his name. I forgot his this YouTube channel, and damn, that's too bad. But this YouTuber, let me see if I can find it. Someone said on YouTube, his YouTube channel. He thinks he's a big shot. Okay. Oh, here he is at the bottom here. I don't know if it tells his YouTube channel here at the bottom, but anyway, he says he thinks he's a big shot. He's got, I think, about how many subs? 7,000? Oh, 8,774 subs. And he gets about, according to this, okay, there's a site called Tubertown, which I've never heard of, but I guess it's like Social Blade, but for Japanese. And not everyone's on it. I did see Charla was on it, and Rachel and Jean are on it. I'm not on it. A lot of Western J-vloggers, so to speak, are not on it. Foreigners who vlog in their own language about Japan, they are not on it. But he's on it. I guess it really targets more Japanese people. Anyway, the guy's name is Hasegawa. I think it's Kazuki. It's hard to read names. And he makes according to the site, about $600 a year, rough, maybe 700 in that area. It's hard to tell. He hasn't been around that long, but anyway, if you watch his video, if you had seen the original video, you would have seen a poster, a banner, one of the vertical banners in the back where it said, we're supporting this channel, and it said YouTube, and I guess he likens himself to YouTube. Now, the interesting thing about this is that the desire to be a YouTuber in Japan for young people is extremely high. When they interview young people, they say, what do you want to be when you grow up? One of the top answers is YouTuber, which is a bizarre answer, I think. You would think baseball player or astronaut or policeman. I don't know, one of those, whatever young boys or young girls. Girls. I don't know if that's the answer for women. To be honest, I think it's everybody, but we'd have to look into that. Anyway, it's interesting that this guy, I guess, considers himself a YouTuber, and he's put money into it. He's made up one of those banners. Must be pretty expensive, but it's a pretty big banner. It's like two huge, like this poster in the back here, maybe two lengths, and it's made of cloth, so he had it made somewhere. Anyway, he considers himself a YouTuber, and he ordered a Wi-Fi router the other day through Amazon.com. And I don't know if this is true, but my students say that Yamato, there's a couple competing delivery companies in Japan. One of them is Yamato, one of them is Kuroneko. What's another one? Sagawa is another one. And one of my students said, "Oh yeah, if it's Amazon, it's always Yamato." But I think it depends on the area, so I wouldn't, I don't know if that's true. But anyway, so he ordered it, and apparently this he's married and he's got a kid, but he was not at home at the time of the delivery. Now, when that happens, let me see if I can get one of these. Just a second. No. Fuzaihyou. So I'll put it in the description. I think it's called a fuzaihyou. When you're not home, the Amazon guy or the delivery guy, it's not always Amazon, of course, he puts something in the doorway, and they come back. You're supposed to call them and tell them when they can come and deliver to you. Now, for that reason, things like porch pirates, which, if you don't know what those are guys who will, in the States only, I suppose maybe Canada, when a delivery is made, I guess many delivery men in America will just leave the package on your porch or on your doorstep, And then some scumbags will come by and steal it. Now, this never happens in Japan because if you're not home, they don't leave it there. They might leave it with a neighbor. That has happened to me in this building where we rent. I own my own house. We have our own house. And in that case, I don't think it's ever happened there. No, they've left it with the neighbor, I think, once. But we also know our delivery guy. Like, it happens, you get so many deliveries after a while, you start to know and recognize the guy. So, and of course, our neighbor knows us, and he knows them. And anyway, it's kind of a, I guess in a situation like that where everyone knows each other, the delivery man feels safe to leave it with a neighbor. And that's happened, but it may be only once in that case. Often what happens, if you're not home, they'll leave a piece of paper, which I believe is called a fuzaihyou. Again, I'll put it in the description later. And you call them, and you can come. They'll come and deliver it. Now, there was when I first got my Wi-Fi, by the way, from Global Wi-Fi. Check the description for links. By the way, they're offering a new deal for students. It's an even better deal. Check that in the description. Anyway, when I first got this delivered, I wasn't here, but I was so eager to go get it that I called them and I said, "Where are you?" And I'll come to you. And because they were actually right down the street, so I rode my bicycle down there and picked it up. So that's also an option. You can go get it as well. So anyway, in this guy's case, he was not home, and his father sent the guy away. The father's like, we didn't order that, and probably a 65 to 75-year-old guy sent it away. Not that that's old, but anyway, he sent him away. And this YouTuber got all angry, and he called him and said, "Come back here." And he's angry because of course the package actually came to the property and then was taken back. And he was pissed off. He said, "You took back the package." This is like a non-story, but what happens next is amazing. As you can see by the picture here, he grabs his chainsaw and he says, "Dude, you don't respect YouTubers. You've got to respect YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber. Don't disrespect me." And he got the chainsaw and he chased the guy. And he didn't threaten him. He turned it on. And "Go get the goddamn package!" And it's funny in the original video, the delivery man's like, he's all nervous and he's like saying, "Is this this neighborhood?" Because I think you would think he would know where he was, right? He was actually there. So he was calling out from the. You don't actually see him in part of the video. But he's calling from the door. He's like, Am I in the Nantoga in the blah 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 neighborhood?" And the guy's he's just screaming. This guy here. He's just screaming at him. So it's hilarious, but it's scary and it's stupid. Anyway, so the delivery man goes back to his delivery company, Yamato. He goes back to the office and tells them, and then they call the police and they arrest this YouTuber on suspicion of, it's always on suspicion of threatening the guy because he's got a chainsaw, right? And he's got no shirt on. Right? So, can you imagine? So I think it's a hilarious, vision. It's a hilarious scene where you have a guy who's got no shirt on. He's kind of chubby. He's got these sunglasses on and a little one of those tiny little pencil mustaches, and he's like, and yelling at you and saying, "You gotta respect YouTubers." So there is a thing. I mean, I don't want to get too much into this, but I do believe that some YouTubers seem to think that they are kind of famous. And because they have a certain amount of subs or they're recognized on the street and such. Now, to my mind, there is no such thing as a famous YouTuber. It's an oxymoron. Moron for the channel, right? And it's an oxymoron. If you're a YouTuber and that's all you do, you're not really famous. And so enough with that. But, however, because it's such a popular job, like so many people want to be it, a lot of people imagine that if you are a YouTuber, you make a lot of money. And a lot of you actually think we make a lot of money here on YouTube. And we don't. Generally speaking, per 1,000 views, you make about $1. On the rare occasion, you might make, it's really weird, you might make up to $3 or $4 for 1,000. And on my highest ever, which is something we're not supposed to tell you about, my highest ever, which actually was a couple months ago, I made $10 for 2,000 views when the videos just started growing, which is really, really weird, really bizarre. But typically, when you see 1 million views, that's roughly maybe $2,000. So anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000. Now, of course, with the new algorithm and all that shit, longer videos are better, keeping people on the channel are better. So that number is changing. So I really can't even tell you. Like I would have no idea what. I imagine it'd be a lot. Like if you made a video that was 1 hour long and 1 million people saw it, I'd imagine that'd be like, I don't know, like maybe $5,000 or more. But who knows? Anyway, generally speaking, the shorter videos nowadays do not make that much money. 1,000 views maybe makes $1. And of course, there's been really weird cases where you get lots of views and you get very little money, like less than $1 1,000. So it's completely the way that YouTube calculates that is a complete mystery to everybody. All you can do is generally just guess, just stab in the dark. Okay, so that's basically it. He was arrested. He did make an apology video, and he did it live, and it was pretty interesting in that he seemed like a completely different person. He looked at the camera and he actually bent over and kept this position, towards the camera, like for about 4 or 5 seconds each time he apologized. And I think during it's like a 20-minute or so live video broadcast, he apologized like 3 times or so, or maybe shorter than that. Anyway, he apologized quite a few times. And I was watching it with Yukari, who does Maggie Sensei. By the way, if you're studying Japanese, Maggie Sensei, check the description. Pretty funny. Oh, so that's basically it. He was arrested. Now, there have been other cases of weird stuff happening with delivery men. So in the future, I have another video coming soon, just to talk about another incident that happened last year. But let's get to the vocabulary. If you're not this because of my time problem today, this video will be just the Jnews. I will not add any bonus clips to this. But if you've watched the last 2 Jnewses, is that right? Check the ending clips. I've managed to kind of edit in a few interesting clips towards the end, which are fun. So if you did watch the last 2 and you didn't notice that, then go watch the ending of those 2. I got some nice, pretty interesting, useful clips. Anyway, let's go to today's video. The language section of today's video. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to go through here at the top. Explain this title, and there's a link to this in the description. YouTube. I'm going through here with my mouse, right? YouTube. What happened? Here we go. YouTube. Name tottara akanzo. So literally, you should not be licking or treating badly. Akanzo is like a very slang way to say, don't be like fucking with us YouTubers, basically. Don't be treating me this way. Don't be screwing with me. Nameru actually means lick, but in slang it means like fuck with. Then over here it says Mie, Yamato Unyu, which is Yamato Transportation, the name of the company. Mie, of course, is the prefecture. Mie Prefecture, Mie, Yamato Unyu. Chainsaw, furimawashi. Furimawashi is to move something like this. And otoko, a man. So chainsaw, furimawashi, otoko. There's otoko. Truck untenshu, the truck driver. Untenshu is a truck driver. Untensuru is to drive. Hasegawa, I believe it's Kazuki Yogi. Hasegawa. The kanjis here are long, valley, and river, but pronounced together for some reason. You pronounce them Hasegawa, not Naga Tani Kawa or something. And then Kazuki, I believe Kazuki, could be Kazu. Yogi. Yogisha, which is suspect. Nijunana, he's 27, yes, I forgot that. Nijunana sai, he's 27. And O indicates what the verb will act on. So he is arrested. Taiho, arrested. This is the Japanese gesture for arrested. Doga ari, and there's a video. But because this video is late, the videos, as you can tell, have been erased. If anyone can find this guy's video and put the link in the description, in the comment section, please do so. I don't know if I have time to do that because I got to run. I'll have to add it later. Anyway, that's that part. Now, here is some more vocabulary that I've broken down for you. Here, you can see here, we'll just go through this very quickly. Let me see if I can put this out so you can see it right. Mie again is Mie Prefecture. Iga Shi is Iga City. No is apostrophe S. Yamato Unyu is Yamato Transportation. Eigyoujo is the business place, so basically their office, I suppose. De is the particle for at. Chainsaw, because it's an imported word, they write it in katakana, and it means chainsaw. So Japanese pronunciation will be chainsaw. It's almost the same. Wo indicates what the verb will act on. Furimawashite. When you have a te ending like this, it means there's a continuous action happening. So furimawashite, and while he's waving it around, juugyouin, the employee, whenever you see this kanji here, this one here, you guys see that? That indicates that it's a person of some sort. There's a few kanji like that. This is a member of a group. Anyway, okashita to shite, for attacking someone. Okas is to attack. It also means rape too. And if you look at it, it's kind of... Okas? Is that a different okas? Just a minute. Actually, here's something funny. Well, funny in a kind of dark sense. Check this out. Okas. Oh, that's to commit, like a murder. Okas. And then this one is okas to enter someone. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of a different okas. Okay, there's another one we'll have to talk about. We'll have to do a special video on rape and okas. Okay, so okashita. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not commit something, not commit a crime. This is to threaten. Yes, I forgot English. I got to switch gears. Threaten somebody. So not for attacking. It's threatening. Threatening. Kenkei's prefectural police. Oh, Iga Shi. I forgot to write this. Iga Shi, which is the Iga Police Department. Iga City Police Department. All right. I believe that's right. Let's look it up. Let's double check this on Tangorin. I like using tangorin.com. It's quick, and you can actually write English in there too if you don't, or just drop the kanji in. Oh, short. It's short. It's short. Okay, I made a typical gaijin mistake. It is short, not long. There we go. Short. Iga Police Department. Topic marker wa. Itsuka, the 5th day of the month is Itsuka. Iga Shi already did that. Tamataki, I believe this is the neighborhood, but I'm not sure. Anyway, truck untenchi, we already talked about the truck driver. We already talked about the name.長谷川和輝容疑者. I also didn't put that in. That would be the name長谷川和輝. And then that's not counting. Yogisha. So the suspect. So suspect named Kazuki Hasegawa. The English way, right? Hasegawa. Okay. And 暴力行為 act of violence. To nado. In this case, I believe they pronounce it to, but it can also be pronounced nado. The next word I had to look up. I wasn't, because I didn't know where it was cut. I know shobatsu is punishment, but this said shobatsu ho. So apparently when you add ho to it, ho is, of course, the kanji for law. So the law dealing with or punishing something. So in this case, 暴力行為, etc. 行為, 暴力行為と, etc. Shobatsu ho, dealing with. So the law dealing with acts of violence. Ihan is breaking. He broke the law. No utagai de, on suspicion of. He was arrested. We talked about that already. Fuzai is when someone's on home. So I said before, fuzaihyou. Let me just look it up. Maybe we can find it. Fuzaihyou. A notice indicating someone's on home. It doesn't have it there. Huh. I believe this is the kanji though. Fuzaihyou. I believe that's it, but it's not in that dictionary. Let's check out a more difficult dictionary. This is alc.co.jp, which is hard to use if you're a low-level student because some crap comes on there. No, that isn't it. Notice, delivery man, delivery, let me see if I can find it. Not a food, it's not here. Fuzai, here we go. This is the whole thing. Fuzai haitatsu tsuchisho. I believe there's a shorter one. That's annoying. Anyway, well, I believe there's a shorter one for that. It's not even in that one. So, haitatsu. I believe there's a shorter version of that. Anyway, well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But in this case, fuzai is not present or not home. Toki is time. Ni. So when someone is not home. Haitatsuin. Haitatsu is delivery. In is a person, so delivery person. Ga is a subject marker. Nimotsu is delivery, or I guess another word to make it clear, package. A delivery or package. Mochikaita koto. Mochikaeru means to take back. Mochikaita koto, the fact that he took something home. Ni, oh, I forgot to put this one. Ni hara o tate ta. So got angry. Got angry. Made angry by. Made angry by. The by indicates the ni here. Ni. So he got angry because the delivery man took the package home. Nado, etc. To indicates something is about to be said, so it follows a quotation. So when you see to, it means what precedes that are the quotes, the words. Yogi. Yogi is the suspicion. Mitometeru. Mitometeru. Admitting. To admit is mitomeru. Toyu. Toyu you hear you see a lot at the end of a sentence, just indicating that basically that's it. And that's what the story's about. Ta-da! Basically, kind of a period at the end. Anyway, I'll leave those links in the description. You can check those out yourself. Again, if anyone finds the guy's YouTube, please post it in the comments, and I will add it to the description. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Time to go. I gotta go. I got a class.